Good morning, Dubai. How are you doing? Welcome back to the Lovin Daily. Today we're going to be talking about the COVID briefing from the government last night. A lot of updates there. We're talking about the vaccine, the difference between them, and also noise disturbances in Dubai. If you've heard loud cars at night, Dubai police is trying to stop them. First of all, good morning to you all. Where are you watching from? Good morning, Ali. Good morning, Simran.
Good morning, Easy. Good morning.
How are we today?
Top of the world.
Pretty good.
Naturally.
Is that because after the Meghan and Harry announcement that they're having a second baby?
Oh my god.
Were you channeling England?
Not really, but I think so. I think subconsciously, yes.
That was near. I thought you were going to go Irish there. Top of the morning to you, but you didn't.
Top of the I can't do an Irish accent. Like, I just can't get it right. I can do an English accent. Do you want me to speak in an English accent today?
No.
You know what was nice about that? I thought she was going to go all posh, but you kind of went a little bit
Cockney. Wait, a cockney. Cockney, yeah.
Nearly. Go on again. Let's rate Simran's English Cockney slang.
Okay. I can't do Cockney slang, but I'll just do the English accent that I know. So, good morning, all. How are we all this fine morning? Are we well? Since we have our biscuits and tea and crumpets.
Not stereotyping at all.
Yeah, but the fog is gone. That's nice.
Yeah, the fog is gone. And last night, can I ask a question? Did anyone celebrate Pancake Tuesday? And if so, what were your toppings?
Oh, what were your toppings?
Well, first of all, do you guys do Pancake Tuesday? Is it a thing? Because I know it's a Christian tradition.
I've heard of Taco Tuesdays. I haven't heard of Pancake
Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday.
Okay, so they're not the same thing. Pancake Tuesday, you do it once a year. You do it the day before Ash Wednesday, which is like the start of Lent, which is 40 days before Easter. But like tradition in my house growing up was my mum would come and we would have like, you would have like a competition over how many pancakes you could eat, and you would have lemon and sugar on them because that's like the best combo. And last night she came over to my apartment, to my place, and she made pancakes for me. She's so cute.
Hi, Mommy Fitzgerald.
She watches every morning. Mommy, if you're watching, good morning. Thanks for the pancakes. They were yum. Did anyone else do that? Was that just me?
Did you compete against her, or who did you compete against?
So, in my old age, I only had 4 pancakes. But the toppings have kind of leveled up. So back it was just, now you have like bacon and maple syrup and ice cream and all of that on it. So it's not just lemon and sugar anymore. She came prepared. She came with Nutella. She came with bananas, she came with blueberries, she came with everything. Like, she was like, look, 2 big bags at my door last night when I got home.
Moms are the best.
Mums are the best.
Oh, I miss mine. I want a mom too now.
You can. My mom is available for mumming.
No.
She has 6 kids. Only 2 live in the country, so she's definitely available for mumming.
It's okay. I feel like her love is just, only some deserve it, and I just don't feel deserved of that.
Oh, I think Mum, she'll definitely say hi to you in the comments.
Oh my god, that's so sweet. I love her. We all love her so much.
I wish she's kind of wishes she could visit the office more because she used to, and now it's COVID, so she's kind of stuck at home a lot. Anyway, enough about Loran Fitzgerald. We'll move into the top stories. We're talking about the government briefing last night. Guys, 40% of the UAE population have taken the first dose of the vaccine. Incredible. And also in line with that, 46% of the elderly population have also been vaccinated. Now, we know at the moment that the government is trying to vaccinate the elderly population first. They've devoted 6 weeks to prioritising the elderly. And last night at the press government briefing, that's kind of what they were saying, that amazing, we've already done nearly 50% of the elderly population. All of this information came through. Simran is also going to talk to us about the difference between the vaccines. But overall in the UAE, 5.19 million doses of the vaccine have been given out. And then they kind of gave information. So if you go to get the vaccine and then if you test positive for COVID, what do you do? Did you guys know what you would do then? Because
No.
I think it's quite, it's a question that a lot of
Possible,
people
yeah.
have been asking.
That's what happened to my roommate actually. She got the vaccine
Yeah.
and maybe she had the virus from before, but she tested positive after her first dose. And I don't know if it was because of the vaccine as well as having the virus, but it just stayed a little longer for her, the virus.
So she got the dose and then she tested positive.
Yeah, yeah.
Interesting.
I think the question would be like after you take those 2 doses,
Okay.
and you would get the virus. The question would be there, like, what do you do?
Well, no, but the question here is if you get the first vaccination,
Yeah.
then how soon, and then if you test positive, then how soon should you wait to get the second dose? And they basically said the second injection is advised, but only if you have mild symptoms or if
Yeah.
you've remained asymptomatic, which sounds like that happened to your
Yeah.
roommate. She had mild symptoms. If you have a severe illness and you need hospital treatment, you basically need to consult a doctor before you get that second dose. So make a full recovery before leaving the house and then go and get a doctor's recommendation on it. But if you're asymptomatic or they're mild symptoms, you are advised to get the second dose as soon as you can.
Okay, makes sense.
Mhm.
It's a very dicey situation, right? Like it is so possible to get the virus after, or like, you know, you within that gap, because you don't get the dose in a couple of days. It's like you have to wait a couple of weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks, right?
2 weeks.
Yeah, so within that time, you don't know who you'll come in interaction with or in contact with. You might just catch the virus.
Well, from what I've heard, after the first dose and after the second dose, you're meant to isolate, not isolate fully, like the government haven't said don't go to work, but you're meant to really kind of keep your social distance from people because your immune system could be lower.
Yeah.
So you could actually in fact get the virus more easily than you might otherwise. So if you are getting the doses of the vaccine, they say even wait 2 to 3 weeks. I think my mum has taken the second dose and now she's just at that 3 weeks point. So I'm like, but yeah, but.
And then Chai yesterday was just like, it's something that was it Chai who said it? Yeah, I think so, right? You might have to get it every year. It's a yearly thing.
He said it's an annual, and he got, so Chai works in our office. Good morning, Chai, if you're watching. He got the Sinopharm vaccine, I think.
Yeah.
He's gotten the second dose. Lucky
Twice
man.
each.
He got the second dose. Lucky man got in there before they started prioritizing chronic and elderly people.
Lucky people. Who
That's
got in
Chai,
there
though.
first.
Chai just kind of,
Gets his way.
he gives good to the world. He's probably like the most
yes.
generous person in our office.
For sure.
Yesterday he gave me a Lynch chocolate bar. It was really nice. And then he gets good back.
That's so
He's
true.
so pure.
You know what? He really is. He had cake and a chocolate bar. He gave it both away, like everything, not even half. I would give like a small piece.
Oh, he just gave me the whole bar, and then I shared it with Sally. But that's Chai for you.
Generosity at its best is Chai.
That's Chai.
Generosity personified is Chai.
I thought you were gonna go back into your English accent. I was like, who would work here?
Generosity personified. Okay.
We'll move on.
Listen. Okay. Moving on. So speaking of the vaccinations, a lot of people have the question of like how the 4 vaccinations are different from each other and which one should you get, which one is better than the other. But a top UAE official answers the difference between the 4 vaccinations. So currently, the 4 vaccinations that have been approved for use in the UAE are Sinopharm, Pfizer-BioNTech, Sputnik V, and AstraZeneca. And what are the differences? Are there certain vaccinations better than others? So Dr. Frida Al Hosseini, official spokesperson for the UAE health sector, answers all questions. Now, she explained that all these jabs are the same in a sense that they trigger the body to produce antibodies to fight the COVID infection. So it's like they insert dead COVID. I'm not gonna say that what I know.
Well, the point there from UAE authorities is that although we're about to go into the differences between the vaccines, essentially they do the same thing because it doesn't matter which one you get, you should just try and get the vaccine. And they're all going to protect us. And as soon as we get herd immunity, we're very, very lucky that there are 4 available. So although we're going to go into the differences as to how they actually work, essentially they do the same thing.
Exactly. And many people focus on the difference in vaccines and how they're manufactured and preserved. However, despite these differences, vaccines are similar in stimulating the body by producing antibodies, giving the necessary immunity in the event of exposure to the virus. Now, a lot of people actually do, like they get a little, they feel a little poorly, a little ill after getting the vaccination. And that's very normal. It's not like you're having side effects from the vaccination. It's just the vaccination doing its thing.
It nearly feels like that's what my mum said. She was like, after the first dose she felt very, very ill, but looking back on it, she's like, I know it was working.
Yeah.
So I actually feel positive that I had that side effect.
Exactly, because it puts the virus inside, and that's how vaccinations work. People just read up on it. It's not a side effect, but some people do have allergic reactions.
Simran speaking for top medical doctors once again. Read up on it.
I hate you. Anyway. Getting to Sinopharm first. Now, the Sinopharm vaccine works by using dead viral particles to expose the body's immune system to the virus without risking a reaction. The vaccine stimulates the human immune system and forms antibodies to resist COVID-19. Now, Pfizer-BioNTech. The Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine works with RNA technology. This means that part of the virus gene code is injected into your body, and it prompts it to start producing the S protein on the shell of the virus, triggering the immune system's response. That is damn cool, honestly. Like, what are these words? Scientists are so cool. Anyway, Sputnik V and AstraZeneca. Now, both AstraZeneca and Sputnik V vaccine are based on a viral vector. It is placed on another virus called adenovirus, which is modified, and then molecules of the emerging COVID-19 virus are added to it, and the virus is considered weak but sufficient to produce antibodies. That is so cool, like how different pharmaceuticals come up with different ideas of the vaccination.
Yeah, whether they would go the traditional route, which I feel like is the more... They would go the traditional route to do it or look for new ways to do it.
Yeah, so I feel like Sputnik V and AstraZeneca have gone a totally different and unique way to do it from like the way that the vaccinations have been described. That's interesting. But at the end of the day, all of them do the exact same thing, which is to produce antibodies against COVID-19.
And that's exactly what Usher is saying on Instagram. Thank you, Usher, for tuning in. He said all 4 vaccines do the very same thing.
Yeah.
Short update, by the way, from yesterday. We knew that the Pfizer vaccine was being used primarily also for people with chronic diseases and for the elderly. And last night we got new supplies of that into the country. So there are now a shipment of the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine arrived in the UAE for use. And the DHA, the Dubai Health Authority, will be distributing those to all the specific centres where they're using Pfizer-BioNTech. So different centres use different facilities use different vaccines, which we're already aware of. And you can get that all on the DHA and SEHA app. There's over 150 in the country, which is amazing. How lucky are we to be in this country where they're distributing it so easily and so effectively? Yeah.
Love that.
Love that for us.
But I feel like there are those eccentric people out there, especially in, I don't know, like, not in Dubai. I feel like these kind of people you find mostly in America, honestly. But yeah, I think I put my foot in my mouth. But anyway, so it's like I feel like it's gonna come up where there's a vlog on like the 4 types of vaccines and my review on all 4. Like someone is gonna do it.
Your review?
No, as in, like someone's gonna go out there get the vaccines, like just for a vlog or content, like. It's gonna.
Well, I hope they don't do that at the expense of someone else not getting it. 1, 2. I know with one vaccine, you're permitted to get another one a year later, or something like that, or something. But it really depends on the vaccine, so I would not recommend that in any way, shape, or form for content.
Oh yeah, for sure, it's not recommended.
Waste of it. Don't do it. That sounds.
Oh yeah, for sure, it is a big waste, and there is a shortage of vaccinations.
Well, waste of vaccination, also just waste of people's time because no one wants to watch your reviews on.
But these things sadly, they do get views. Like, they do get views.
Views of people doing ridiculous things at top of buildings in Dubai get views. That doesn't mean people should do it.
Exactly. They shouldn't do it, but they still do it. And they get the views, but they shouldn't be getting the views. It's a cycle.
Well, the cycle is ignorant people.
True that.
That's just my 2 cents. Okay, we'll move on to possibly ignorant people. Would love to get your thoughts on this because we got a lot of comments on this story yesterday. 20 cars were seized in Dubai in one weekend over noise disturbances. So if you live near a main road in Dubai, you may have heard at nighttime, late into the night, at the weekend, loud cars.
Someone said something so cute. Nomad shoes. We love you, Nomad shoes.
Hi, Nomad shoes.
Do you want to read it?
You like the harmony. Okay.
Caramel and chocolate.
Wonderful flavor of the program together. Thank you very much.
Oh
if you have thoughts on this story, I'd love to get them. Nomad shoes. It's just because I read the comment. It's really funny. So let's just take a moment.
All good.
Really took you.
He called us harmonious.
Yeah, and now they're watching still.
Okay.
All right.
Do you want a moment or?
We love you. Okay, it's done.
Okay, so we're talking about cars, sports cars, noise on the streets. Has that ever affected you in Dubai? Basically, the police are trying to stamp it out. They've said that young people in particular, I think it's interesting that they kind of mentioned young people in particular, they're showing off, they're trying to attract attention by changing the noise levels in their engines, by changing the noise levels of their radios. So when you are asleep at night, they're taking advantage of quiet roads and riding up and down, and you can hear it's really loud. So in one weekend, and you can see the photos, they got like this bright yellow Lambo that's been seized, like these like Nissan Patrols, different bikes, different cars have all been seized in an effort to contain it. But I just thought some of your comments were funny because I'm not the only person who has heard this. Have you guys ever heard it?
Oh, for sure.
I've seen it. I've heard it.
And that is definitely annoying.
Yeah, and then like you find them in Jamil.
Were you
Yeah,
gonna go?
Jamaica.
Were you gonna go further with that? I thought you were saying I've seen it, I've heard it, I've
Done
I
it.
haven't done it. I haven't done it.
Okay.
No.
You know-
Like what they do is like they add a new exhaust
Yes.
system or a new pipeline for the exhaust.
This is the adjustments they're talking about, the modifications.
Yeah. And then for the speakers for their music, they would something called the bazooka, but that's
What a name.
Yeah.
I can make this sound. I'll sound so weird, but I can make the
Yeah.
popcorn sound.
Go.
No.
Subwoofer, something like that. Basically, yeah.
So someone's saying I hear those cars on the 27th floor every single night. Well, Simran apparently can make the noise. Is this what it sounds? Dina, thank you for your comment. Is this what it sounds like?
I'm gonna do it.
You just said it.
Like the hate comments will be never ending. No way, Jose.
But you said you could do it. I feel like if you say you can do it, you have to do it.
I can do it, but after the show, I'll make you hear my popcorn
Let's
sound.
do this show.
Yeah, but it's so annoying. Like they do it on the roads, and they want to show off their whip, their ride. I mean, if I
But
had
the
that,
thing is, you're not. How are you showing off your ride if you're on a street? No one.
And
no
then
one
you
can see
rev
it.
on the street, like-
what is the?
It's just the mentality of having like, oh look at me, my car is loud. Look at my car.
yeah,
There is nothing enjoyable about being on a road beside someone whose engine goes.
obnoxious.
It's,
Yeah.
It's something that's instilled like all over
Yeah.
GCC. It's not just you.
Well, someone said same in JBR, 24 hours, motorcycles, sports cars. Someone else said, please come to JVT. There are so many loud, insert expletive here, racing in the community. Someone said they're million. Oh, however, on the other side of it, someone on Facebook said some of these million dirham sports cars are manufactured noisily. What are you suggesting? Swap out the engines for electric motor? Come on, that's not happening.
I mean, that is true, but in this case, I think the police are not tracking down. They're getting down on cars that have installed and customized and added engines, right? Not in exhausts that make the noise, like
Yeah.
dual
So
exhausts and all
basically
those things.
Like from having one exhaust pipe or two exhaust pipe, they would double
Dual
that.
exhausts.
Yeah, they
Dual
would,
bazookas.
yeah, they would double the amount. until they're satisfied with it.
Oh
We
my
should
God.
get, but the thing is, like, I'm not the target market for this at all because I
Yeah.
don't care about cars. And do you?
Yeah.
Do you care about cars? I can't.
I am such a car girl, Casey.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a McLaren, Aston Martin.
So can you go all these brands here of the cars that were seized? I think
Um,
that's maybe that's a Ferrari Jeep actually. I don't
That
know.
is definitely a Ferrari. I know my Ferraris.
Cool. These these
Like
are
that's
all.
got a dual exhaust if you can see at the back.
You can't see the back of it.
No, like you can tell.
Okay. All of these photos, these cool cars were shared by Dubai Police. You can see them. And just to let you know, Dubai Police are on the case. They did a full weekend of this, and they'll continue. And they said the campaign aims to control road security, reduce deaths, preserve property, road user safety, and also aims to control violations, particularly the installation of accessories and additions to the vehicle's engine, the amplifying of sound and radio adjustments. So stop it. Dubai Police come get you.
Yeah.
They're gonna get you.
There's one thing that they do is that they put the car in neutral and then they just rev.
Yeah.
If they have a manual car, it's gonna sound like a manual shift.
Mhm.
They would just make it even louder.
Yeah. You know, I think these people play GTA. Wait, no.
Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
GTA.
I played that growing up.
Really? You play
Mm.
GTA?
Yeah.
GTA.
Really?
Well, as in we had, yeah, when I was young, I had 4 brothers, so played all of the good ones.
Nice.
Colin McRae. Never got into football and golf, but cars and.
Did you play Wii?
Well, I think when we came out, I was a little bit older than PlayStation.
But you're a
Yes.
GTA gal.
When I was younger, I was mainly a Crash Bandicoot gal.
Crash Bandicoot.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you know
That's
Crash
good.
Bandicoot?
I know Bratz.
Well, Crash Bandicoot is not a car game.
Okay. The Barbie game, Hannah Montana. I'm just kidding. Don't judge me. But
Were these your games?
like the PS games,
Oh.
and then you dress them up. Never mind. But anyway.
No, but we all have different interests. I only played PlayStation because there was a PlayStation in my house, so for a couple of years when I was a kid.
I wish I had brothers. My parents have destroyed us. Anyway, but Ali, what was your favorite PS4 game, PS3 game, PS game?
PlayStation game
Yeah, COD.
of all time.
Yeah.
Probably I can't name one. There's too many to count.
Okay, just one.
One.
Yeah.
There's a lot. I can't.
COD, Black Ops.
You are talking to like a
Gamer. Oh yeah,
so
yeah.
I can't really choose one. Like there's a lot of good games over the years, and I've played.
What is the one that has kept? Have you ever done an all-nighter gaming? And if so, which game was that for?
God of War.
God of War. Yeah, I
Oh.
never got into COD or anything war-like either. Not my cup of tea.
I just played that once when I was trying to impress my crush in school, and that's it. Like never again. That's it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Cather had a similar story when we talked about FIFA a few years ago. I'm not going to shade Cather.
But when it comes to God of War, FIFA, Call of Duty, these games, like I would spend all night just playing them without getting any without.
Ali has done it all. Like he's an athlete, basketball player. Then he what musician yesterday? Yeah.
Saxophone player.
Saxophone player, painter.
You play saxophone?
I brought it to the studio once and played it with Laffy from Expression Social Media.
Oh yeah, Mr. Saxo Beat.
Very
Yes,
good.
Guys, do you guys have a favorite PS game?
I've been playing.
Oh, someone saying Petra likes Crash Bandicoot. Yay, Petra, me too.
Yay.
That was my game. Like, I wouldn't say I stayed up all night, but I loved it. It's like a little, is it a fox or I don't know what animal he is, and you just kind of run around a little game, and there's like there was 3 different games, so within that there was loads of levels, and it was so good.
That's
The
so
annoying
cool.
part, the annoying part about that, if you were playing on PlayStation 1, is that if you didn't have a memory card, you have to play it all over again.
Oh.
So that you don't have it saved.
So funny those like problems that you had like back in the day. My issue was I think our dogs would eat the wires. Well, that's still an issue we'd have now, isn't it?
Really? You gotta train him.
Puppies are hard to train.
Oh, puppies. I want to play with a puppy. Oh my God, you want to tell them about the dog adoption thing happening on Friday? Because
100%, and then we'll leave you there.
Yes,
but
yeah.
and it will be in our weekend roundup. But this Friday at the Dog House, in collaboration with Stray Dog Centre, there's going to be an adoption day. So if you're interested in having a doggy for life and not just for Lent, I guess, not just for the weekend coming. Get down there. You can learn more information about it on the Doghouse, which is in Alcuz, and also Stray Dog Centre. And I know that they have adoption days quite regularly, Stray Dog Centre, and this one is happening at the Doghouse. And yeah, if you would like a little doggy for your home, to give it a forever home, you can get more information.
Yes, adopt, not shop. And even Dubai Pet Food and the Pet Shop in that is located in Dubai DIP. Yeah, so they also have dog adoption days on Saturdays and cat adoption days on Fridays. So
I'm thinking about getting a cat for another day though, because I feel like guys, that is it for us on the Lovin Daily. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're back with you every single weekday morning. Bye bye.
goodbye.